So, good morning, all. So, today's topic for the day is your popliteal fossa. So, I think I'm audible to all and my screen is visible to all. So, message me if there is any problem. So, starting with popliteal fossa. So, you can all see this is the posterior aspect of your knee joint or knee. Okay. So, posteriorly, if you see, so there is a space which is diamond shaped behind the knee, which overlaps your popliteal fossa. Okay. So, posterior surface of your leg, you can see a diamond shaped area over here. This is your popliteal fossa, and this will look like this when you take off the skin. Okay. These are the superficial vein, then the nerves, and then we have the muscles. So, we will be dealing with this area today. Okay. So, bones of the popliteal fossa. So it is on the posterior aspect of your knee joint. So you can see from the above, femur is coming, and from below, tibia is coming. Okay. So femur, the lower end is involved. That is your medial condyle and the lateral condyle. And of the tibia, you have the upper condyles, that is medial and lateral condyle. So lower surface of femur and upper surface of tibia is involved in forming the popliteal fossa. Boundaries, it is very important. So it is commonly asked question in your enumerate question, in your viva question. It is equally important to your cubital fossa. Okay, so cubital fossa, you all know we have the superior lateral, superior medial, inferior lateral, inferior medial boundaries. We have the floor, we have the roof, we have the contents. So it is very much similar to the cubital fossa, and it is equally important for your theory purpose also, and important for your viva questions also. You can get it in tray viva for PGs, you get for the individual dissection in your MD exams, and it is very important. Okay, so starting with it, above and medially, it is semitendinosus and semimembranosus. You are familiar with these two muscles. Okay, and above and laterally we have tendon of biceps femoris. Okay, so you are also familiar with this muscle. Then we have the below and medially, we have the medial head of gastrocnemius muscle, which is commonly known as your calf muscles. Okay, and below and laterally we have the plantaris muscle as well as the lateral head of gastrocnemius muscle. Okay, so it is easy. Above and medially we have semitendinosus and semimembranosus. Above and laterally we have tendon of biceps femoris. Below and medially we have medial head of gastrocnemius. Obviously medial side है तो medial side of gastrocnemius होगा. Lateral side है तो lateral head of medial side होगा. But along with the lateral head we have another muscle, that is plantaris muscle. ठीक है. So looking at the diagram, if you see above, okay, this is a line diagram. Looking above and medially we have semitendinosus, and beneath that we have the semimembranosus, and laterally we have the biceps femoris, and beneath we have this big muscle gastrocnemius. On the medial aspect, medial head of gastrocnemius, and on the lateral aspect, lateral head of gastrocnemius along with the plantaris. Okay, this diamond shaped area we are concerned with, that is your popliteal fossa. Okay, so if you see in another diagram, you have semimembranosus and semitendinosus from above, then biceps femoris, tendon of biceps femoris from above and laterally, and inferiorly we have this gastrocnemius, medial and lateral head, and a small muscle, we have this your plantaris. Okay, this one is plantaris. The other muscles are not of much concern, so we are only concerned about semitendinosus, semimembranosus, biceps femoris, inferiorly plantaris, lateral head of gastrocnemius, and medial head of gastrocnemius. So these are the 5 muscles which are forming the boundaries of your popliteal fossa. Okay. Then we have the floor. Okay. So floor or the anterior wall. Why we are calling it floor? Because we can explore the popliteal fossa on the posterior aspect of your knee joint. So in order to explore that area, one person has to lie prone. Okay? So when the person is lying prone, then the posterior aspect of knee is facing upwards. So the floor is the one which is lying beneath or in the standing position. You can see that is the anterior part of the knee joint. Okay? So anterior part. So the floor when the person is lying prone and anterior wall, then the person is standing. So floor or the anterior wall are same thing. So it is formed from above downwards by following structure. The first one is popliteal surface of femur. ठीक है? So first of all, obviously bone के ऊपर बना हुआ है, so it will be your popliteal surface of femur. Then we will have oblique popliteal ligament. ठीक है? Last class में भी डिस्कस किया था oblique popliteal ligament. Then we have the posterior part of upper end of tibia. ठीक है? Obviously दोनों बोन्स इन्वॉल्व हो रही हैं, तो लोअर पार्ट ऑफ फ्यूमर, अपर पार्ट ऑफ टिबिया, देन द फेशिया कवरिंग द पोप्लिटियस मसल. ठीक है? सो दिस पोप्लिटियस मसल इज द डीपेस्ट इन द योर popliteal fossa. तो fascia covering it will form the floor of your popliteal fossa. So opposite the oblique popliteal ligament, the floor is pierced by middle genicular vein, middle genicular nerve, genicular branch of posterior division of obturator nerve. It is important and it is asked in your exam. Genicular is nothing but that is concerned with the knee joint. ठीक है? So genicular, anything genicular is related to your knee joint. So this oblique popliteal ligament के opposite अगर आप देखोगे तो the floor is pierced by these three things: middle genicular vein, middle genicular nerve, then the genicular branch of posterior division of obturator nerve. ठीक है? याद रखना ये चीज. So if you see on the floor, so this is the lower part of your femur. So आपका condyles of the femur. So these are the part which is involved in the floor formation, and then this is the tibia and this is the fibula. Fibula does not come in the popliteal fossa. So this upper part of your condyles of tibia. Then we have the oblique popliteal ligament which comes under it, and then the fascia covering the popliteus muscle. ठीक है? तो this is your popliteus muscle. So fascia covering the popliteus muscle will also come under the floor of popliteal fossa or forming the anterior wall of popliteus fossa. ठीक है? Then we have the posterior wall or the roof. Now I think you can imagine how it is forming roof or the posterior wall. ठीक है? So roof is formed by strong popliteal fascia which establishes a continuity between the fascia lata and the fascia crudaris. ठीक है? तो fascia lata is the fascia of the lower limb and crudaris is the fascia of the leg. ठीक है? One of the same thing. So it is forming the continuity between the fascia lata and the fascia crudaris. ठीक है? So and here it is pierced by small saphenous vein and the posterior femoral cutaneous nerve. ठीक है? It is pierced by small saphenous vein as well as posterior femoral cutaneous nerve. Okay. So you can see diamond shape structure. This diagram is, I think, not given in any book. So you can see this diagram for roof structures in the roof. ठीक है? So you can see the short saphenous vein which is over here and it will enter the popliteal vein and terminate over here. Then we have the posterior division of medial cutaneous nerve of thigh. Sometimes we have the sural communicating nerve and then posterior femoral cutaneous nerve of thigh which is piercing the roof of your popliteal fossa. ठीक है? Then very important contents of popliteal fossa. ठीक है, commonly asked in your Viva exams in order to identify the structures and also in your enumerated questions. So it is obviously popliteal artery and its branches, popliteal vein and its tributaries, tibial and common peroneal nerve, which are the branches of your sciatic nerve, popliteal lymph nodes. Then we have the genicular branch of obturator nerve, posterior cutaneous nerve of thigh, and then the popliteal fat. Okay, so it is very important. Popliteal artery and its branches, then popliteal vein and its tributaries, and then we have the tibial and common peroneal nerve, popliteal lymph nodes, and then genicular branch of obturator nerve, posterior cutaneous nerve of thigh, popliteal fat. Okay, so you can see, so we have removed the muscles, you can see the contents. So this is your sciatic nerve, which is dividing into tibial and the common peroneal branch. Then you can see the popliteal artery, you can see the cut section of popliteal vein over here. Okay, so these are some structures which are visible as contents of popliteal fossa. So this is the line diagram. You can see the boundaries, the upper boundaries of your popliteal fossa. This is your semitendinosus and semimembranosus, tendon of your biceps femoris. Then you can see the tibial nerve, common peroneal nerve. Then you can see the popliteal artery. You can see the popliteal vein. Okay, and then the further branches of this nerves. Okay. Okay, and then you can see the popliteus muscle over here and the gastrocnemius muscle over here, and beneath that would be your soleus muscle. Starting with the contents one by one, it is very important, the popliteal artery, it extends obliquely as continuation of femoral artery. ठीक है, सिंपल है, ऑलरेडी पता है आपको. From the fifth osteooplerotic opening of the adductor magnus, the lower border of popliteus muscle will divide into anterior and posterior tibial artery. ठीक है, femoral artery थी, pierce करके adductor magnus को popliteal fossa में enter करी, and lower border of popliteus पे it will divide into anterior and posterior tibial arteries. ठीक है, so it is around 20 centimeters long, passes downward and laterally in close contact with the floor of popliteal fossa. That means it is the deepest structure. Obviously, whatever is in close contact with the floor would be the deepest one. So the popliteal artery lie deep down the popliteal fossa. And you can see it is worth noticing that it is going downward and laterally. ठीक है, तो earlier it was medially. ठीक है, आपको याद होगा femoral artery थी, femoral artery आपकी adductor magnus में जाएगी. adductor magnus कहाँ है, medial compartment का मसल है, और medial compartment का मसल है तो obviously it will be medially. ठीक है, तो medially होगा, medial से वो आपका magnus को pierce करके नीचे आई, then downward, and then it is moving towards laterally, so it will be lying obliquely in the your popliteal fossa. ठीक है, so this is the anterior view आपका. this is inguinal ligament, inguinal ligament के beneath ये आपकी femoral artery पास करी, femoral artery ये posterior चला जाएगा. ठीक है, it will pierce the adductor magnus, it will go posteriorly, ये आपकी it will continue as your popliteal artery, and then it will divide into anterior and the posterior tibial artery. ठीक है, तो posteriorly if you see, तो ये आपका जो है popliteus muscle है, ये आपका popliteal artery popliteus muscle है, और इसके लोअर बॉर्डर पे जाके it will divide into, ये थोड़ा नीचे दिखाया हुआ है, it is highly variable. The division of popliteal artery is highly variable. ठीक है, so it will give anterior and the posterior tibial artery. So if you see the relations of this popliteal artery, ठीक है, so on the medial aspect you have got the proximal relations and the distal relations. ठीक है, so you can divide the relations as proximal and the distal because it is a long thing, 20 centimeter long, so obviously the relations would be different in proximal part and the relations would be different in distal part. So if I talk about the proximal part, it is related to your semimembranosus, and the beneath would be, because I told you it is lying in close contact with the floor of your popliteal fossa, so that would be the medial condyle of your femur. So in the distal part, if you see, ठीक है, in the distal part it would be your popliteal vein, ठीक है, and then tibial nerve, ये आपकी tibial nerve है, ठीक है, and medial head of gastrocnemius, तो ये आपका medial head of gastrocnemius हो गया, ठीक है, तो इसमें ये straight दिखाया, it is not right, so it will run obliquely. I will show you another diagram where it is very much evident, ठीक है, so it will pass obliquely. So in the upper part it is in relation with the semimembranosus and medial condyla femur. In the distal part it is in relation with the your tibial vein, tibial nerve and the medial head of gastrocnemius, ठीक है, अच्छा सॉरी इसी पे lateral भी बता देती हूँ. In the lateral part it is biceps femoris, tibial nerve, popliteal nerve, and then the lateral condyle of femur, and in the distal part it would be your plantaris muscle and the lateral head of gastrocnemius, क्योंकि obliquely जा रहा है ये, ठीक है. Deep relation, more or less the structure which are present in the floor of your popliteal fossa, that is fascia covering the popliteus muscle, then we have the oblique popliteal ligament, we have the capsule of knee joint, then the condyles, ठीक है, as well as your popliteus muscle, ठीक है. ये दिखाई दिया आपको, आपका मीडियल रिलेशंस क्या क्या है, आपका मीडियल कॉन्डाइल, देन टिबियल नर्व, popliteal vein, your semimembranosus. Then variations, as I was telling you, usually it divides at the lower end of your popliteus muscle, ठीक है, where it divide into posterior tibial artery and the anterior tibial artery, ठीक है, but sometimes it gives another branch that is your peroneal artery, ठीक है, and then these three branches can be given at different levels. It can divide above the level of popliteus, ठीक है, or it just give two branches which is normal, which is the normal your site of division of your popliteal artery, or it can give two branches and from one of the branch peroneal artery will come, ठीक है. So okay, now you can see, ठीक है, so this is the medial aspect. You can see it is coming downward and then it is running laterally, ठीक है, so you can see superficially we have the popliteal vein, then we have the beneath that we have the popliteal artery. So earlier in the upper part or the proximal part we have this popliteal artery posterior medial to posterior lateral to the popliteal vein, and then it is lying medial to the your popliteal vein, ठीक है, तो posterior part से नीचे की तरफ आई और नीचे आके मीडियली लाई कर गई ये आपके वेन की, ठीक है, तो द रिलेशन इज चेंजिंग फ्रॉम अबव टू डाउनवर्ड, ठीक है. Okay, so lateral relations you all know, lateral head of gastrocnemius, plantaris, popliteal vein, tibial vein, ठीक है, tibial nerve, sorry. Then branches of popliteal artery, this is again very important. We have the muscular branches, we have the cutaneous branches, we have the genicular branches. So muscular branches to the hamstring muscles, to the gastrocnemius muscle, to the soleus muscle, to the plantaris muscle. Okay, to the hamstrings, to gastrocnemius, to soleus, to plantaris. Cutaneous branches that will accompany the small saphenous vein. Then the genicular branches, superior, medial and lateral, inferior medial and lateral genicular branches, and the middle genicular artery. Okay. So branches to all the muscles lying over here. So it is not evident in this diagram. Let me show you another one. Okay. So you can see, so these are the branches given by popliteal artery: superior lateral genicular, superior medial genicular, inferior lateral genicular, and the inferior medial genicular branch. Okay. Then there were a branch which was your middle genicular artery. So how will you identify the middle genicular artery? So you can identify the artery which is piercing the oblique popliteal ligament. So that would be your middle genicular artery. So these are the 5 branches given off by the your popliteal artery. Okay. Okay. Then what is the function of this anastomosis? Why do we need to have this anastomosis? This is very important, commonly asked in your vivas. During extreme flexion of knee joint, okay? When you extremely flex your knee joint, the popliteal artery undergoes kinking, which eventually leads to your sluggish blood flow. The blood flow will decrease. So in order to compensate for such narrowing and copious blood flow uh, maintained by collateral anastomosis around the knee. So that is why we need to have this anastomosis around the knee joint. So in order to compensate with the sluggish blood flow in case of extreme flexion of knee joint. Okay. Then we have the popliteal vein. So it will accompany the artery but undergo less oblique force, so that in the upper part the vein is posterior lateral to the artery. ठीक है, दिखाया था आपको डायग्राम में. And then crosses behind, that is superficial to the artery. In the lower part it runs medial to the artery. ठीक है, so you can see पहले posterior lateral था, then behind or beneath it, and then it is lying medial to it. तो जब आप ओपन अप करोगे क्यूबिटल फॉसा सॉरी पॉप्लिटियल फॉसा को, तो सबसे पहले जो स्ट्रक्चर दिखेगा आपको दैट वुड बी वेन. ठीक है. So how this popliteal vein is formed? The popliteal vein is formed by the venae comites of the anterior and posterior tibial arteries at the lower border of popliteus muscle on the medial side of popliteal artery. ठीक है, तो जितने भी वेना कॉमिटीज आपकी पोप्लिटियल आर्टरी को अकम्पनी कर रही होंगी वो सारे मिलके आपकी पोप्लिटियल वेन बना देंगे ऑन द लोअर बॉर्डर ऑफ पोप्लिटियस मसल. ठीक है. So as it ascends through the fossa, it crosses behind the popliteal artery so that it come to lie on the lateral side. So it is one of the other side of describing your popliteal vein. ठीक है, तो सेम कोर्स है, चाहे आप पोप्लिट आर्टरी के कॉन्टेक्स्ट में समझाओ चाहे वेन के कॉन्टेक्स्ट में समझाओ. ठीक है. So it passes through the openings in the adductor magnus to become the femoral vein. ठीक है, तो अब आपकी femoral artery नीचे आई थी टू continuous popliteal artery, और आपकी जो popliteal vein है ये क्रॉस करके posteriorly upwards जा रही है adductor magnus को pierce करते हुए to continue as femoral vein. ठीक है. Tributaries of popliteal vein, so the veins that correspond to the branches given off by the popliteal artery and then the small saphenous vein. ठीक है. So you can see here we have this small saphenous vein which is lying between the two heads of gastrocnemius, and it is draining and terminating into the popliteal vein in the popliteal fossa. Okay, so this is your small saphenous vein which is finally draining into the popliteal vein. ठीक है, then sciatic nerve, you all know. ठीक है, this is your sciatic nerve which is dividing into tibial nerve and the common peroneal nerve. So this your common peroneal nerve will goes to anterior compartment of the leg, and the tibial nerve will give the branches in the popliteal fossa. Okay, it will form the content of your popliteal fossa. So this is common peroneal which is passing downwards, and it will go to the anterior compartment of the leg, and the tibial nerve is here which will give branches to the muscles over here and the structure which are lying over here. Okay, so starting with the tibial nerve, it passes vertically from upper to the lower angle of the fossa. During the course, the nerve crosses behind to the popliteal vessels, okay, or the superficial to the vessels. In the middle of fossa, from lateral to medial side, it is again going obliquely, okay, and that the vein intervenes between the artery and the nerve. ठीक है, तो सबसे ऊपर आपकी नर्व हो गई, देन आपकी वेन हो गई, एंड देन inferior most आपकी जो होगी that would be your popliteal artery. So it is a larger terminal branch of sciatic nerve that convey fibers from ventral branches of ventral rami of L4, L5, S1, S2, and then S3. So from back of thigh passes vertically downwards along the middle line of popliteal fossa, and in the lower half, if it is overlapped by two heads of gastrocnemius, so then enter the posterior pleural region accompanied by the posterior tibial vessel under cover of tendinous region of soleus muscle. ठीक है, so if you see, ठीक है, यहाँ पे gastrocnemius था और ये इसके नीचे आपका सोलियस मसल होगा. ऊपर से आई it is going downwards, lying above the popliteal vein, okay, and then you can see the relation. Superficial is your nerve, then we have the vein, and the inferior most is your artery. ठीक है, then the branches of tibial nerve. We have the muscular branches that are given to the hamstrings, the soleus, popliteus, gastrocnemius, and the plantaris muscle. Cutaneous branch which is given is your sural nerve, and then we have the genicular branches, that is to the knee joint, superior medial genicular nerve, inferior medial genicular nerve, and the middle genicular nerve. These are the three genicular branches, one cutaneous branch, and the 5 muscular branches. ठीक है, so you can see the first one is the superior medial genicular branch, and then we have the inferior medial genicular branch. We have then different muscular branches to the different muscles, so you can see. ठीक है, so all the muscular branches now to the popliteus, plantaris, gastrocnemius, medial head. ठीक है, then we have the common peroneal nerve. It is a smaller terminal branch, convey fiber from dorsal branch of ventral rami of L4, L5, S1, and S2. It appears in the fossa below the long head of biceps. Then it runs downwards and laterally along the medial margin of your biceps tendon. ठीक है, at the lateral angle of popliteal fossa, it crosses superficial to plantaris lateral head of gastrocnemius, and on reaching back of head of fibula, it rests on soleus where it can be rolled against the bone. So in the lower end of common peroneal, on the upper part of your fibula, it can be rolled against the bone. So we can localize the common peroneal nerve at the head of fibula. Okay. So finally the nerve curves forward on the lateral side of neck of fibula and divide into deep and superficial peroneal nerves. Okay. So you can see the common peroneal nerve, it is going downwards, and this is the head of fibula. So you can see, so this is the area where it can be rolled against the bone. Branches, we have the cutaneous branches, we have the articular branches. So cutaneous branches is sural communicating nerve, and the lateral sural nerve, which is also known as lateral cutaneous branch of calf. Okay. And then articular branches, the superior lateral genicular nerve, inferior lateral genicular nerve. Okay. So medial ones were coming from the tibial nerve, and the lateral ones are coming from the common peroneal nerve. And then we have another branch which is the recurrent genicular nerve. Then we have the popliteal lymph nodes. So they are 6 in number, and they are embedded in popliteal fat, and they are arranged in 3 groups. So the one group is situated below the popliteal fascia at the junction of small saphenous vein and the popliteus vein. ठीक है, तो जहाँ पे आपकी small saphenous vein terminate करेगी into the popliteus vein. Few will intervene between the knee joint and the popliteal artery, and rest of the nodes situated on both side of the popliteal vessel. ठीक है, so just याद रखो कि they are 6 in number, divided into 3 groups. One is located between the junction between the small saphenous vein and the popliteal vein. Second one is between the knee joint and the popliteal artery, that is near to the floor of popliteal fossa, and the rest one are on the both side of your popliteal vessel. So they are carrying lymphatics from the little toe, that is the cutaneous lymphatic, lateral margin of foot, lateral side of back of leg. ठीक है, so all L lymph nodes from the little toe, lateral margin of foot, lateral side of back of leg, and efferent from popliteal lymph nodes drain into inguinal lymph nodes. Okay. Then the another content was genicular branch of obturator nerve. Okay. It is the terminal part of posterior division of obturator nerve from which this genicular branch is coming. Okay. So this is your genicular branch of obturator nerve, which will go pierce the magnus and it will go posteriorly. Okay. So piercing magnus going posteriorly along with the femoral vessels and appear in the popliteal fossa. So neurovascular structure and relations in the popliteal fossa, I have already told you. So progressing from superficial to deep within the fossa, nerves are encountered first. ठीक है, तो डायसेक्ट आउट करोगे, सबसे पहले क्या दिखेगा आपको? नर्व्स दिखेंगे, दैट इज योर tibial and the common peroneal nerve. Then you will see the popliteal vein and the arteries are lying deep down close to the floor and the femoral capsule. ठीक है, ये याद रखना, क्योंकि कलर आपको पता ऐसा नहीं है कि आपको वहां पे रेड कलर की आर्टरी दिखेगी, वेन ब्लू कलर की दिखेगी और ये येलो दिखेगी. It is very difficult to differentiate between popliteal vein and popliteal artery. So it is the wall thickness and the arrangement, okay, of the vessels which can help in identifying the vessels. Then we have the clinical part. The popliteal aneurysms are localized. Dilatation of popliteal artery पहले भी पढ़ा है हमने, ठीक है. Popliteal aneurysm are the commonest peripheral artery aneurysms, ठीक है. You all know abnormal dilatation of the popliteal artery, ठीक है. Then we have the varicosity of small saphenous vein, ठीक है. That is again abnormal enlargement or the dilatation of the veins, ठीक है. So this is the varicose veins which are present, and they are most commonly present in the rickshaw pullers or the factory workers who are used to stand for the 8 or 9 hours in continuity. Then we have something known as Baker's cyst. It is a popliteal cyst which is fluid filled swelling that causes a lump at back of knee, leading to tightness and restricted movement, ठीक है. The cyst can be painful when you try to bend or extend the knee, ठीक है. So lateral view, so you can see a fluid filled cavity over here, ठीक है. That is your Baker's cyst. तो ऑब्वियसली अगर इतनी बड़ी कोई फ्लूइड फिल्ड आपके इसमें आ जाएगा नी पे, तो जब भी आप बेंड करोगे तो इट विल इंटरफियर एंड इट विल कॉज पेन, ठीक है. यूजुअली दिस कंडीशन इज ड्यू टू ए प्रॉब्लम दैट अफेक्ट द नी जॉइंट्स सच एज आर्थराइटिस एंड कार्टिलेज इंजरी. तो if you treat the arthritis or the cartilage injury, so this can be by default treated. That is your Baker's cyst. So in order to treat the Baker's cyst, you have to treat the underlying cause of injury to the knee joint, ठीक है. Then division of tibial nerve in the popliteal fossa is associated with your motor paralysis and the sensory loss. So मोटर पैरालिसिस ऑब्वियसली जिसको भी सप्लाई कर रहा है वहां पर पैरालिसिस हो जाएगा. इट विल पैरालिसिस ऑफ गैस्ट्रोनेमियस, सोलियस, पोप्लिटियस, ये सारे मसल हैं लेग के आपके, tibialis posterior, flexor digitorum longus, flexor hallucis longus, all the intrinsic muscles of foot except extensor digitorum brevis. Please, I would suggest try to read out the names of these muscles before the lecture of leg starts, because it is very confusing and you will confuse the muscles digitorum, flexors that you have learned in your upper limb, okay. So please read it out. And then we have the sensory loss that is noticeable on the entire sole or foot or the dorsal aspect of terminal phalanges. This is associated with development of trophic ulcers, ठीक है. Motor paralysis, all the muscles are compromised. Sensory loss leading to trophic ulcers. Then we have the injury to common peroneal nerve. It is most common. और अब आता है इसका क्लिनिकल बेसिस. अगर मैं आपसे पूछूंगी तो when I was explaining common peroneal nerve, I told you in its lower relations it can be felt or rolled against the head of fibula, ठीक है. So in case the fracture of neck of fibula occurs, it can directly cause injury to the common peroneal nerve, ठीक है. Or it can be compromised by the pressure caused by plaster cast. फ्रैक्चर हो गया, स्टेबलाइज करने के लिए कास्ट लगा दिया, कास्ट ज्यादा टाइटली लग गया, इम्प्रॉपरली लग गया, इट विल कॉज प्रेशर ऑन द कॉमन पेरोनियल नर्व. तो याद रखना इसको. So when the nerve is completely severed, it causes motor paralysis that affect all the muscles of peroneal and the extensor compartment of the leg, which is resulting in foot drop. Last class में भी बताया था मैंने आपको. Then the sensory loss on the dorsum of foot and the outer surface of lower third of front of leg. ठीक है? So that is it. Your popliteal fossa is very important. Read it carefully. Just go through the boundaries, contents, the branches of popliteal artery, its relations, okay, and then obviously the your tibial and the common peroneal nerve, muscular branches. It is, I think, it is more important in your this thing practical exam. ठीक है? So थ्योरी में अगर आपका आता भी है तो it will come as the boundaries, content, structure or short note. But practically it is like it will come for your part viva, it can come in the soft part viva, and for PGs it comes as an individual dissection. ठीक है? So I think I am clear, and if you have any issues then please message me. Thank you very much.